Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great day? Ain't it a great
Hello everyone, my name is
day?
Dean.
Ain't it a
Let's
great
talk crypto.
day?
This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is September 6th, 2025. And here's why I expect a move this weekend in Bitcoin and in altcoins. Guys, if that all sounds interesting to you, which I'm assuming it should, given the way the market's been crabbing along for so long, then watch until the very end. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get into it. Let's start with Bitcoin on the 4 hourly time frame. So right now, Bitcoin is at support of this 4-day channel that you can see here. Okay, I've got so many channels. This one I've depicted with these dotted lines, right? So basic channel has your support, has your resistance, has your midline, right? So that's all you need to know. Now, the context of this 4-day channel is that we've broken out of this 2-week regression, this 2-week falling wedge, okay? And in so doing, we formed a very nice inverse head and shoulders bullish reversal pattern. So you can see that very clearly. There is no doubt that this right here is breaking bullishly, right? You have your nice rounded bottom, you have your bullish reversal pattern, you have your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and your right shoulder is holding in this 4-day channel. So that again is the context of the 4-day channel. Now let's turn our attention back to the 4-day channel. Why do I say I'm expecting a move this weekend? First reason, we are at support. Support supports the price. Support is demand. Support is where price is bought up. And ever since the move on Friday morning to the downside, we've been pretty much going all the way down to the bottom level of this 4-day channel. Now that we're at the bottom rather, do expect a move up. Just like any channel, you can see you've gone up, down, up, down, up, down. I believe the next move is going to be up and then back down in this wave 1-2 in this wave 1-2 progression. So remember, again, let's go back to the context of this falling wedge, this 2-week channel that we broke out of. You broke out of it in the ways you expect to break out of channels. So you retest the midline, you retest the top of this mini channel, and then you break out of the channel and you retest the top of the channel as support. So that's basically what's happened. And that retest, if you don't see it, has taken the form of a flat correction right here, right? You can see that. Drop my pen. You can see the retest has taken the form of a ABC flat, okay? So that's what we're dealing with. This is why I believe we are moments away from a move back to the upside, and the first move is quite predictably, quite obviously, probabilistically, a move to the top of this 4-day channel. So around 114, and then back down to 111, 112. Okay, so you might just get that for the rest of the weekend. This move up, this move down, and that would be, yeah, it's, a lot of times weekend price action basically comes to zero, or how do I say this? Weekend price action tends to zero itself out. So the weekend started around here. Don't be surprised if we end the weekend around here. So we started the weekend Friday evening there. We went down. Don't be surprised if we go up and back down, and this then nullifies. It's almost as if nothing happened on the weekend, no CME gaps created. that is a likely scenario. Also, tomorrow, the 7th, is a full moon, I believe, and full moons typically denote local market bottoms. Don't be surprised if tomorrow we come down into this move, and that would give you your local market bottom that probabilistically is characteristic of full moon events. Okay, you can look up the research on that. I'm not just making it up. After which, I'm expecting for us to continue this trend into the week and keep going up and making all-time highs, as you know I've discussed in many previous videos. So that's what I see with Bitcoin. This is why I expect for us to move this weekend. Okay, and actually, you know, we looked at this being a 4-day channel, but you can also extend it into this ascending broadening wedge of even more days, right? Like, you know, technical analysis is, it's interpretive, but at the same time you can see certain things in others, and so there is indeed a 4-day channel that we just looked at and broke down, but you also have this ascending broadening wedge of 8 days. So again, you're at an 8-day support where you're at right here. Don't expect it to necessarily break, and if it did, you don't break support at support, so I would expect a break from higher levels. So yeah, do expect a bounce where we're at right now, and again, to make a top around 114K. That's what I'm seeing for Bitcoin on this weekend. Now, if Bitcoin makes a move, any move to the upside, the rest of the market follows. As you know, if you've been in this market long enough, that doesn't necessarily mean that everything else makes an equally large move, nor does it mean that other things that are moving to the upside are going to be in the same market phase as Bitcoin. That's the trick. That's where you have to use your judgment, your best guess, your understanding of markets and price action. So in this case, many altcoins are actually going to use Bitcoin's move up from where we're at right now to 114K this weekend, which is very modest. It's a modest move of only, 4% or so, to make much larger gains. Now let's look at that, all right? And for that analysis, we're going to once again pull up the others chart, which is all of the, not all, but a large percentage of cryptocurrencies, altcoins minus the top 10 in market cap. So this is the most accurate indicator for altcoins right now, not ETH BTC. Everybody's using ETH BTC. ETH BTC isn't it, because both ETH and BTC aren't in that market phase. They're both at resistance. So ETH BTC is like, who's the bigger loser? They're both losers right now. They're both in corrective phases. It's not a good idea to compare one to the other. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't help. If you want a good altcoin indicator, use the others right now, not ETH BTC. And Total 3 isn't as good as as the others, but it's better than ETH BTC. ETH BTC is garbage right now. Wait until it's on support. Both are on support before making sense of that chart, or else it's just a lot of confusion. In any case, looking at this others chart, you can clearly see a massive inverse head and shoulders. We talked about that before, but the most important part of that is the fact that we are at 500-day resistance. Okay, and that 500-day resistance is basically all of the price action that we've been dealing with since March of 24. You can see from here all the way to present day. It's over 500 days. You're at the midline. Midline is resistance when you're below it, support when you're above it. We're currently below it. And zooming in, you can see that we're below the midline, but bullishly attacking it with this running flat correction. A, B, C running flat correction, right? The C wave instead of a regular impulse. You get a triangle, A, B, C, D, E triangle that's broken out and now retested. So broken resistance, retested as support. That's what you see here. So this breakout is happening, structurally still sound. Nothing is wrong with it. It just hasn't gone yet. So when will it go? I do believe that modest 4% move of this weekend, where Bitcoin goes to from where it's currently at to around 114K, gives a larger move in altcoins, right? Generally speaking, do expect at least twice as large a move in altcoins, right? So here on the others chart, the next logical resistance is going to be the top of this move right here, this area right here. So do expect altcoins to come up here. I'm going to move my alarm up a little bit. And upon market open, so into Sunday into pre-market open on Monday, Sunday evening, Monday morning, you can expect something like this in altcoins, okay? And then a continuation as the week starts off. But I do expect a move in altcoins as a result of Bitcoin moving, and that is the move, at least in aggregate, twice of what Bitcoin's doing, right? Bitcoin is doing a 4% modest move. Altcoin should give you at least 8%. That means, sorry, here it's 10%. Okay, so if the others chart is showing me 10%, that means some altcoins are going to do 20%, 30%. Other altcoins are going to do 5 to 7%, okay? So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. That's why I'm seeing it. I'm excited, even though it's just a modest projection to finally get something going in the way of pure impulsive price action, especially in altcoins. Guys, if that was useful, helpful, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Consider my crypto portfolio mentorship and consultation service, where I help you first identify assets that are actually going to move impulsively in alt season. Then I help you choose 5 good altcoins in a balanced portfolio and help you track high probability support and resistances of those altcoins to maximize your portfolio during the course of the bull run. You can sign up to that at the pinned comment below. There are details for the link at the pinned comment below. If you're just interested in my take on one asset, one market, one indicator, and you want me to read it and you want my opinion on it, that's the single asset analysis service. Just pay $120 through any of the 4 means that are listed at the pinned comment below. Email me after you make payment and I've received proof of payment, and within 24 hours you will have a recorded analysis of what you asked for. After I email you the recorded analysis, you can email me back a couple follow-up questions. I don't mind. That's a single asset analysis service. That's a new service. Details below as well. And last but not least, BTCC, the longest running exchange in crypto based out of London. My exchange partner is now offering 10% cash back on any new deposits of at least 500 USDT or the equivalent. So all you have to do, sign up to the exchange with my link, go in and deposit at least 500 USDT or the equivalent, wait at least a week after making a trade, and that, or not at least a week, at most a week. So 7 days is the max wait time as per my rep, and then you should get your 10% cash back. So if you deposited $10,000, you're gonna get $1,000. If you deposited $100,000, you're gonna get $10,000 right back into the account. No questions asked. That the max cash back is $10,000. Guys, that's it for me. Take care. See you later. Bye. My prevalent time slot, I vocalize, too deep to localize, even when I'm right on the surface. You act surprised how I work this, but I can't lie. Many a good alibi, I'll catch you later. Visions are vividly
and has an emphasis on amethyst to develop morale advantages which help us manifest magnanimous. We body vitals like evangelists. So listen when you're dealing with people who be revealing premonitions with precision. At least that's what I'm aiming at for now. I speak the language of the world, meandering throughout the crowd. Used to feel safe to say anything, but now it's a risk. It's hard for me to let go when all I can do is reminisce. Gone like the wind.